Hello everyone, so in this video, let's talk about the Meteor75 Pro. And I received a suggestion that to lessen the jalo, try to change the stock propeller. This is the stock propeller. This is the Gemfan tri-bladed 45mm frame. This is the Gemfan 45mm propeller. So I received a suggestion that try to change it to an HQProp 45mm three-bladed props. So besides that, we'll also change the propeller to a bi-bladed Gemfan 45mm. This video into three parts: the Gemfan three-bladed props, the Gemfan bi-bladed propeller, and of course the HQProp three-bladed props. Too many props. So we will see which of these will actually help on our flight jello. This time we will put both the shutter speed and the ISO in auto for the three videos. And on the latter part, if I still have a battery, we will try to control the shutter speed to either double the frame rate or almost double the frame rate with a proper exposure because it's too bright today. Fly the Gemfan three-bladed props. Let's see how it performs. Of course, you know it already. I have done a couple of videos about the Meteor75 Pro, and this is how it flies. See? Yeah, really. With the Gemfan, the the quad does vibrate sporadically. I'm not sure why. But with the HQ prop, we will see later on. Yeah, it's really moves in this. How can you say? Although the Meteor75 Pro is very responsive, but you will notice that there are a lot of these vibrations on the video feed going to the goggles. So we will try later on to post process this in gyroflow, so we will see how it looks like, and we can compare the three. And really, this tri-bladed, although responsive, see, very quick response time, there really is some vibrations going to the video feed. Okay, let's go back. And let's do it with the bi-bladed propeller of Gemfan 45mm. Let's go. I need to do this quick because it's about to rain. Just want to see how it differs with the other three-bladed propellers. I really prefer bi-blades on 65 and 75mm frames. So let's see if this will perform very well. Let's go. Let's fly this very quickly. Okay, let's go. Okay. Um, it's quite different with the tri-bladed propeller of Gemfan, and it's quite faster. See? But it's not as responsive on turns. Oh my god. But it's quite fast. And there are no extra vibrations or jello. Hmm, not bad. But I am very very high on throttle, unlike with the tri-bladed propeller. I'm trying to do that. Yeah. There are still some jitters with the bi-blade. I'm kinda enjoying this flight with the bi-blade. See those brakes? I was able to brake faster than the tri-blades. But when I try to dive or to lower down the throttle, it's quite fast to descent compared with the tri-blades. It falls very, very rapidly. It has lesser blades compared with the tri-blade. So that is one thing that you will notice when you're playing with this. And I noticed that the jello is not as huge when I'm using the bi-blade. Meanwhile, when I'm using the Gemfan 3 blades, the drone is acting this like this. This time, HQ props, 3-bladed propeller. Okay, you wanna know my take on this 45 millimeter HQ prop 3-bladed? Of course, there is still some jello. I can see it in my goggle feed. But later, still is here. But we'll try to post-process the video in gyroflow, and we will see if the shakiness is lessened by using the 45 millimeter propeller. Let's do one more flight with the HQ prop. This time I will lock down the shutter speed. Let's see if this combo could really improve the video. Let's try to fly on a shady area here, because problem with this is the brightness would be too high. Let's go with 1 over 120. No. Let's go with 1 over 60 with the tri-blades of HQ prop. Okay. Alright. As you can see, it's 1 over 60 in the video. Let's try to. Do you see any jello? You feel that motion blur? This is 1 over 60. Way below the recommended double your frame rate. Is there any jello? Okay, it's 1 over 120. Double the frame rate. Do you feel that? because today is a bit windy. But do you see any jello? Probably you will see the jello when there's a very strong wind. And some prop wash, I think. But nevertheless, you're not experiencing any jello with the HQ prop. Wow. Alright, I think that should be it. Alright, so I think the HQ prop does help a bit in terms of flight with the Meteor 75 Pro. Although still the jitters is in the video. We cannot do anything about it. It really boils down to the camera that DJI used with the O4 Lite. You're still able to see those micro jitters with the HQ prop three-bladed propeller, but the jitters or the jello is not as big when we were using the three-bladed props of Gemfan. Really, the Gemfan is causing that jitters on the video on the or the jello. I'm not sure if the curved there is a curve. Meanwhile, the HQ prop is straight. So I'm not sure if that is causing those micro jitters on the video and we use this gem fan. So when we use the bi-blade, those jello lessen. Probably because we have less blades to work with. So when we use the HQ prop three-bladed propeller, those jello lessen more. So probably this really helped a bit, but when you really face a very bright spot, the sky, the jello returns, but it is not too obvious when you're using the HQ prop. We lower the shutter speed to double our frame rate, so 1/120. Together with the HQ prop, it helps to really, the jello is gone. Just to emphasize on the shutter speed, we lower it down more to 1/60. Same with our FPS or our frame rate. And the jello is really gone, but it's too blurry, especially when you try to do turns. When we increase the altitude and we lower it down, you will see the motion blur is too much. So some people do like it, especially if they are doing these cinematic videos. But for flying, I feel a bit dizzy when looking at a very blurry sides. Yeah, it does help. Shutter speed and HQProp does help to mitigate this jello. And hopefully, BetaFPV can create really, I think an ND filter will help very, very big in terms of the video quality of this very small drone. I think they could design a very small ND filter that you could just pop up here, or you could place on the canopy, because I think an ND4 or an ND8 could improve the performance of the O4 Lite. If you just want to fly and you want to fly with less of this jello, try to use the HQProp 45mm and see for yourself if the flight would be more tolerable than using the Gemfan 3-bladed propeller. So, we will end the video here. Hope to see you in the next video. Happy flying with your Meteor 75 Pro with an HQProp 3-bladed propeller. And as always, see you on the next video. Happy flying.